Now it is my pleasure, my absolute pleasure, to introduce Ashley Young, a class of 2011 Lambda Literary Fellow in Nonfiction.
It is an honor to be here. Thank you guys so much. So I'm going to read a small selection from a longer piece I'm working on called Family Therapy. This is a portrait of 2 Christmases with my mother. 1993. Christmas comes twice this year. I am 5 years old and my mother says I'm old enough to write my own gift list. I write 3 pages. I know I won't get all the gifts I ask for, but I make the list anyway and star the ones I want the most. Mom shops for weeks and doesn't sleep. She spends all night wrapping gifts in her room with the TV on. She hums to herself and laughs louder than usual. I go on errands with her to buy more wrapping paper. She holds my hand too tight and talks to strangers. The day we decorate the tree, we play loud music and dance barefoot on the carpet. My mother makes funny jokes to me and to herself and to whoever is listening. I like my mom like this because it's when we spend the most time together. I train myself to move in time with her and create short mantras. Listen hard, keep up, sing along, don't lose sight of her, don't let her go. Grandma can't keep up with her, so she closes the door to her room. The phone rings and my mom starts to talk to a man on the other end. She laughs and tells him no one stole her Visa card, she's just shopping for presents. Christmas Day, I wake to a wall of gifts. Everything I asked for sits under the tree. An Etch-a-Sketch, Simba and Nala kissing lion dolls, a Play-Doh and Lego set, a mask-making kit, an Addie book collection, Barbie and a plastic horse, a baby doll stroller set, a CD at my favorite boy band, a lock journal, a set of writing pens, a stocking filled with candies, and toys I can't recognize. I'm excited but overwhelmed. I worry there won't be enough time in the day to open and play with everything. My favorite gift is a book called Stella Luna about a baby bat that is knocked from her mother's grasp after she's attacked by an owl in their nest. The doorbell rings. A mother and her child are looking for apartment 1012. Our apartment is number 1001, but my mom asks them in anyway. She talks so fast the woman tilts her head to try to understand her. I look at the girl with a blank stare, and I'm afraid she can see my mother's mania. My mother shuffles through my gifts and looks down at the girl. Here you go, honey, Merry Christmas, and hands her my Stella Luna book. I say nothing, and the woman and the child leave. The next day, there are brand new gifts under the tree. I know I should be happy, but I'm confused. I don't understand 2 days of Christmas, and all the gifts are ones that weren't even on my list. My mother explains by handing me a letter from Santa written in fancy computer type. It says that he forgot some toys yesterday and came back to bring the rest. I look down at my pile of newly wrapped gifts, feeling like my hands aren't strong enough to open them all myself. My mother smiles and eagerly watches me unwrap them. 1994. We celebrate Christmas in the dark. Mom forces herself to get out of bed to go to work. A naked tree has been sitting in the living room for a week. I wait up for her at night hoping we can decorate it, but every night she comes home from work, she looks lower and lower, and I think the earth will swallow her up before we can make it to Christmas Eve. My grandmother doesn't celebrate the holiday, but after I'd sat in front of the tree for a week, she suggests we decorate it together as a surprise for my mom. When we're done, the tree is the strongest source of light in the house. My mother walks in the door and starts to cry. Even the flickering lights and the tri-colored star can't lift her out of her depression. I've never seen her cry before, and I can't tell if she's happy or upset or sad. Grandma goes in to hug her, and my mom starts sobbing. I stand stiff and feel myself float somewhere else. She stops crying and puts a little smile on for me. It's beautiful, she says.